Hey guys, let's look at a breakthrough shodan game. This is just me playing against a 2Q. It was just a throwaway. I wanted to just entertain myself, so put it at 2Q and turned into some interesting decisions to be made and perspectives, and able to help somebody. I enjoyed it. So let's take a look. I'm the white stones. Standard stuff. We know that A is fine. But remember that as black takes the corner, the top is developing well for him. So if the top's big, what am I doing over on the left? You know what I mean? And as a matter of fact, we could see this move. It's like, that's nice for black. Now, it's not like white's behind, but you see black can do something here. Next, let's remember the principle. Let's look at white playing here. This is the second move in the corner, which is not as big as the first move in the corner. Remember that principle? So we're all first. Now I can be the third move in the corner, or I can be the second move in the corner. So that's two reasons to play this. On top of all that, stronger players like to break up the board, so it's not so straightforward. So there's a lot of reasons why I play this. But to play this, I didn't used to play that way. I used to always play here because I didn't like the complications. So I had to get used to the double pinch. Before AI, this was considered a negative for white. But AI says, no, it's not a negative. So I had to get comfortable with how to get a positive group here. Pardon me, a healthy group. So let's look at kind of what that's about. For starters, let's look at this. There's going to be an awful lot of variations if we let the cut happen. I don't want to say good or bad right now. I actually don't remember. I don't play this anymore. Instead, get out. Okay, well, if black plays this way, we're all the way out, and black has two weak groups. He can't let that happen. So he's got to keep his idea going. We get out. If black tries to get out, I am by all means using these stones. Black now has a weak group on top. He doesn't like that. So it's only reasonable to come out. Now the white stones are broken and black actually has a position on top. And now let's play the bad move. We see we can capture the stone. It's a bad move because there's just so much aji here. So it's better to just nice and clean. We're all the way out. If black starts to jump out, we can defend or not defend. We're already out and healthy. So we ended up with a very healthy group and points. So not a problem. Okay, so I come down. White cleans it up. Now, anyone 3Q1 up should be thinking about this next move. Now, let's start with an obvious move, unfinished corner. Yeah, we all know the unfinished corner. In this case, I'd probably play it third line to close the skirt, because if we play fourth line, black can help himself on the left by hitting our open skirt. So if I was going to play here, I'd probably play it low. But more important is black can start developing the top in Sente. The top is becoming efficient and attractive, and white's left with a group. One might even say a heavy group. But if white plays there first, black ends up with a flat, inefficient group. So this move should come to your mind quickly that, I'm in a position to make black flat here. Okay, so this is the game. Something we've looked at before. Let's just hit it again. What about the cut? Well, first, it's a ladder. Secondly, black's in no position to be fighting here. His corner's so weak. So there's just no cut. Whatever, it's just not a cut. Okay. But now, what about now? The cut works now. Okay, so we have a really good reason to continue. Now, we know we prefer a net to a ladder. If we catch a stone in a ladder, our opponent gets a ladder breaker, a free move. And then we have to go back and capture the cutting stone. But if it's a net, no free moves. So this is all obvious stuff, but a couple of people aren't familiar with it. So there's a net here. Great. So we're very secure. Now, some of you may think this is, kindergarten, but I guarantee you, you play things where you're not paying attention to your cuts. And this is what you need to, like, what about this cut? Have you worked out? I mean, you're leaving a cut. You better have it worked out what you're going to do. And we've already looked at it, of course. So here, it's a net. Great. It's no longer a net now. We need to fix that. And we may as well do it in sente rather than gote. Okay, do it in sente. Great. We have them in a net. There's no reason to push again. I see the Q players do this all the time. They push because they've seen it, right? We keep pushing. No, think about the reason for why you're doing it. And in this case, there is no reason. Okay. Where to next? We like bothering the A-stone, or playing in the corner. We also like approaching at C because we have a nice wall on the right and we can start developing things nicely. We could also say, to heck with all that, I'm just going to take the corner. Now, I've mentioned to you before that I spent a couple years playing D, but I want to explain what that means. White's building something grand. Is white getting more than his fair share? No. Is the right cash? No. But it puts a burden on black. Black now has to take action, so white doesn't just win the game by taking the right. So it's a positive way of playing. It's not a bigger way of playing. So I spent some time playing this move, getting familiar with the idea that this is a full value move. It's not trying to gain an advantage. It's not trying to build and get something, putting pressure on black. No, just a full value move. I did that for a couple of years. Let's look at it briefly. Ooh, black got the extension instead of me. Did that put black ahead? No. It gave black some positive, some things he can build and start working with. He doesn't have the lead. It just becomes a more positive game, little more work for white. So I practiced doing the work, making this even for white. Now, after I did that, and it's like, I felt that I learned a lot with that. So just this last, I'm going to say 6 months, I've started in back to using my stones, having them cooperate, putting more pressure on my opponent. Okay, so I went here. Now, a moment ago, I said, oh, maybe I shouldn't allow this. But this move makes this one better. So we're specifically looking at the A stone, right? Now let's put it back on the third line. Well, now my wall is less associated with the bottom, and it's more associated with the corner. So I'm thinking A gives me an amazing pinch at B. I get to close my skirt as I pinch. So black very much wants to play on the left, but it also gives me a wonderful B move, and I already have a wonderful C move. So when I play this fourth line corner, which is my favorite corner, I mean, I've been using it for quite a while now, trying to learn the ins and outs of it. I now have 3 exceptional next moves. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Okay. He plays this one. First thing to do is double check this. Okay, let's check it out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's some outside Aji now. This is true. But I'm certainly healthy. Okay, so no need yet. Yeah, if black plays first there, black's going to get some profit he wouldn't have a moment ago. But that's the way of things, right? That's normal. So I'm going to play here and get some profit on the bottom that I wouldn't have earlier gotten profit from. Okay, so I get my good move in. And let's not forget, Shygost says all these things, and then the professional 9-dan walks in and says, who is this clown? What did he say? And the 9-dan's saying, hey, you know nothing of what you speak. So I'm never trying to talk about the best move or the best way to think about it. All I try to do is apply some reasonable, rational go thinking and come up with reasonable, rational moves. Not best, not proof. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Instead of painting the pretty picture, I go for practical. My style. I can play this or this, but generally speaking, if I want to develop the bottom, we play this one. Hane, which threatens to kill something, right? Atari, and then kill the corner if I want. So that's sitting there. Okay, so I like the Hane. He defends, I defend, and I have a very pleasant bottom area developing. Okay. Black comes in. What to do? Okay, I'm still not concerned about A, right? No change there. I am healthy. One could say I'm getting less and less healthy, but as far as I can tell, and all I can do is be responsible with what I can see. There might be some trick here that destroys my position. Great. I'm unaware of it. As far as I can tell, I'm either all the way out or I'm out. I mean, I'm just okay. There's not a problem here. Okay, so I'm not worried about my A group. There's no attacking his B group. Perfectly stable. So then what am I going to do? Let's look at a couple of ideas. I'll take the corner. Well, there's still some Aji in here, right? It's not let's look at it. Let's give us the biggest corner we can get. We'll play it this way. I'm not too impressed with the corner. If I lose the bottom, I know I didn't play that exactly right. There's Aji here that it's not clean. I spend a whole move for a corner that's still got some Aji in it. Just a one-purpose move. I hate one-purpose moves. Okay, how about I contact and start developing the bottom? All right, he comes out, I come, oh, okay. Well, if he just lives on the bottom, then that didn't work out. Can he live in there? Of course he can live in there if he wants to. Okay, so I don't like that. And besides, this is not an attack. I mean, I'm just trying to develop the bottom, which I can't do because he can just live in there. So I don't like that one. Well, what about growing it? Same thing. He can just live inside. There's lots of ways of living in this inside there. Okay, so let's stop the living. Well, I don't think it stopped him from living. I'm supposed to take the entire bottom in one move? I don't think that's possible. So things aren't working here. So what do? Don't play there. But I want to play there. I can't find anything. I can find 90% moves, but they just don't have any zing to them. They don't have any purpose. So I just went to the next big area. Right? He can bother my wall, right? Let's do a peep and a drop down. I mean, you can see this white wall starting to have issues. Of course I'll live, but he's getting the bottom, I'm getting weak. So this is big for me, totally lessens him and brings me health. Okay, so I found a multi-purpose move. Making sure I'm able to drop down. Why? Because if he starts coming in and we start fighting, if I don't have room for that second eye, I could be in big trouble. Okay, we go forward. He comes in. Okay, here we go. First, I fix the cut, which let's say he goes into the corner. Well, I'm ripping him apart here, right? I'm doing, let's do it real simple. I'm way out. I never had the corner anyway. He got an extremely small corner. There's no problems here. Okay. So now I save the cut in Sente. Then I take the corner. Okay, am I alive in the corner? No, just one eye. But I'm out. And now here's the start where I must be responsible for my group. Back in my competitive days, I've mentioned all this before, but it's certainly important memories and ideas for me. I got to beginning 6 dan, and I'm certainly giving winning all my games against like 5 dan on down. Those are just a given, right? But you start playing other 6 dans, 7 dans, 8 dans, and I found my game would just still fall flat because I wasn't taking personal responsibility for my groups well enough. I needed to clean them up. So to start playing with the big boys and start beating the 7 and 8 dans, which I got to tell you, there's not a lot more fun and satisfying than in a serious game doing that. It's just a remarkable experience. I'm sorry, I had this memory of playing, I called him Zippy because his Chinese name was Zaipei or some such thing. We're going back how long ago? I don't know, let's just say 30 years. And he's 8 dan, and we're in a tournament. And Talk about an epic game. I played a lot of epic games. Epic, it's like epic is amazing things are happening all the time, all interacting. It's epic. Might be the most epic game I've ever played. It was remarkable. And I stayed with them. As a matter of fact, I thought I had a slight advantage up to move 120. And we were involved in this whole board fight. Oh, man, and I finally made my mistake. He never did. Okay. Just a strong memory. Okay. So, am I cut here? Nope. I had to make sure that was read out. So, big question. Can I hane? If you can hane, you must hane. Get out. Get some space. Get into the center. Yes. You can read it out without even trying. Can I hane again? No. Okay. Nice and strong. How far do you go? Well, check it out. Uh-oh, big trouble, right? So is 2 enough? Not with the liberties that filled in. No. Is 3 enough? Well, he can't hane on me. There's no hane. Because just kill him. Yeah. Nice and strong. What about now? No, 3 in a row is not enough. And that's a proverb. Trouble starts if you're not backed up. 4. Now I'm strong. He pushes again. No. I have an eye in the corner. Absolutely. And I can get a second eye easily near my wall. And if he takes that away, I can still get out. Now I'm strong. We just talked about being responsible for your groups. This is such a good example. White to play, black just pressed. If I'm going to ignore, I need to be positive, not kind of sure. I need to have concrete reasons why I'm asking him to surround me. Please surround me. That's not something you do unless you have a very strong group. Okay. So I cut. I'm trying to figure out what to do here. I'm looking at this move. It's not exactly one purpose, a little more than one purpose, but I'm not even comfortable that I'm all the way connected. You know what I mean? There's just like, it's a big space there. I don't like that. Okay, well, maybe I'll play here. That's absolutely one purpose move. Can't go doing that. Well, how about if I grow it? Now I'm fixing my gap and growing. Okay, I'm not against that. It is kind of, looks kind of nearsighted or short-sighted, short-sighted. Like center is never big. Trust me, center's not big to grow. Well, then maybe it's time for this. No changes there. So the only thing I could think that took action based on strengths and weaknesses in this position is he's got these cuts. And if I cut at B, he can't save all the cutting stones. I mean, something's in trouble. Something's happening. I don't want to say in trouble. So, for instance, boom, boom. Is he in trouble? Well, is he? Well, all of a sudden, see, I'm developing the bottom as I'm attacking his group. So that's the idea here for me. If I cut, he doesn't want to do this because I, kill him. He doesn't, that's pretty big. So it's the start. It asks the question. And I don't know what the answer is going to be, but I know I'm doing something active that bothers him. And we're going to see what gets uncovered here. Black. Now, I had half planned to hane at this point. See the bottom developing quite nicely all of a sudden? I was seriously thinking about this, but it's so open that I'm afraid just anything is going to survive. Anything at all. There's no way I can consider that my cash. I don't even think it's uncomfortable for black to come in. So I thought, okay, not yet. Let's make that black group have to work for its life. Because now, sente, right? Sente, sente, sente. Then do something. Okay, so I come out. Hopefully you understand the meaning. I've had so many students where at this point of the game, they don't know what to do. Just like I didn't know what to do. I start searching everywhere I look. It's dissatisfying. Then I go, well, then B. Okay, let's see what happens. Boom, I decide to save. I have no intention of saving these stones. I'm just giving him trouble. And I don't know what's going to happen. Comes out, okay. Well, now I intend to save them because they're creating a large right side territory. Right? Ooh, nice plump territory. Okay. And they attack black. Now, I'm going into detail here for the sole purpose of hopefully you seeing how active moves produce positive results. That's not quite stated well enough. But search for your moves. Don't know how to say it right, so we'll go forward. Hihanes. Okay. What's my job? Make sure A's okay. If that means Hane connect, well, the problem is that's still a one-eyed group. That's the L+1. Okay. So I'm not thrilled with that. Maybe just take my eyes. Let's do it nice and strong. Okay, I'm alive. Yeah. In an emergency, yes. It's not emergency time. Heck, I can get out if I want, right? So no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to shrink back. Well, what are we supposed to do? Well, I made a point of getting him to have a weak group, and he just left a weakness on a weakness. So you cut. I'm trying to get a point across here. This way of thinking. Do I plan on saving the A stones? No. What's my plan? To bother the B group so that my C group finds natural comfort. I am defending my C group. A is defending C. How? By making B uncomfortable. Oh, you're attacking B. No. I'm defending my C group by making black uncomfortable. I have no thoughts of killing black. I have no thoughts of saving my A stones. This is a way to get my C group comfortable casually, easily. Okay. So do you have any specific plans? Move orders? No, not in the slightest. Never crossed my mind. Black has trouble. That's all I'm saying. I mean, if he lets me, Hane, like oh, big move. Great. Thank you. I'll take the Hane. Do it in a moment. So I guess I have that. I didn't cross my mind, but I'm just like so obvious. Okay, so he plays here, and it's like he didn't defend. Okay, can I cut? Well, I have me-eye. Three-eye, three of them. I'm going to hurt the A, hurt the B, or make a second eye at C. I mean, is there some way that this won't work? Let's say he plays here, and I'm thinking, I might not have time. I better live. And then what's he do? Get out? Great. I lived easily. and continuing to chase black. Oh, sorry, skipped a move there. White, black, white. I can still chase black. So I'm not thinking of move order. I'm thinking I'll be fine. Therefore, I can cut. Stronger player. Oh, well, you see, if he does this, then that's going to happen. And that's going to affect the upper left because that, yeah, not me. I just have never done that. Okay, he comes out. Okay, well, Sente, sure. I love what it's doing on the bottom. So he's showing me where to put my white stones, and I get a choice where to put them. And I love a white stone here. I mean, the bottom, man. Matter of fact, let's have black defend. I like Atari and live. Look at the bottom area. That's very attractive. Okay. So I come out threatening. He goes to hurt my two white stones. So the natural idea would be to escape. But first we notice he didn't save the cut. I threatened the cut. He didn't save. So we know when we push that our liberties are going to get used up, right? So let's just use up the liberties and ask, can he get me in a ladder? Tari. Nope, no ladder on that side. Okay, how about the other side? Boom, 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 right into white. There's no ladder on either side. Then I'm happy to have my liberties used up. He's dead. So some specific things there based on me taking care of my A group in general. As long as I have a positive activity on B, I don't need to jump back to A. So I am being responsible with my A group. I don't care about the B group. A group is the main one. And here I'm going, okay, he left a weakness. I think I'll cut. Not until you read out the ladders. Your good position could turn into a horrible position. So you read them out. After I did that, what did I do? Read them out again. I better be sure. If I recall, I read them out a third time. I've never been good at ladders. They just bother me. I know that's silly. So 3 times, and I'm like, I'm convinced. Go ahead, do it. He's like, okay, I'm about to be an Atari, so Atari, and I'm getting out. Do you see it? Do you see the problem? Throw in Atari. He can't save. Right? If he saves, it's just a simple ladder. So he says Atari, capture, Atari. It's worth saving because his center stones are all very weak. So this is worth saving these 2 stones. He defends. Well, that was nice. Where to? Something happens right about here in a lot of players' games. It's happened to me twice in the last 4 months. Inside, I claim I've won. And it becomes an arrogance, and the arrogance leads me astray. It kind of blinds you. Well, now I'll just whatever. It doesn't matter now. And I've lost both those games. Because it's like, well, it doesn't matter. It does matter. Most notably, black just found strength in the center so he could get the entire right side. Okay, good time to come back. Earlier, this was a one-purpose move. Points, but now it's points, defense, and it also keeps the A group weak. they don't have any eyes yet. So perfect time for that white move. Black comes out. Where to? I do not remember what I did. Oh, right. No wonder I didn't remember. Okay. Now, this is going to be an example of this could be a bad move. How come you're playing a bad move? Well, I don't know good from bad. A lot of ways I do, sure. Sure I do. But sometimes you face positions I don't know. Then what do? You do your best to be responsible. Okay, so let's go over the issues here. I'm claiming that A is officially strong unto itself, and it has a B, strong B home nearby. I have no attack on A whatsoever. Okay, A is strong. Therefore what? Therefore, black has full access to area 1. He can just come in and easily run home, run out, or live, or whatever. Can I take one in one move? No. Going to take 2 moves at least to take the bottom. Okay, that's dealing with area 1. What else is going on? This gap means that the corner's not mine. In a few ways, it's not mine. For instance, moves like this. Whatever I do, oh, there's counterplay. There's something he can do. There's Aji here. So what do I want to accomplish? Get a good first move in area 1 so that the next one's taking cash, and fix my gap and do something positive in the corner. Is there some magical move that can do the right and the left at the same time? And I'm like, well, this gets rid of all this Aji. I mean, that's gone. I'm strong now. So I just took care of that. Next, coming in has become difficult. He no longer can live. Instead, he's going to have to reduce. I can even fight that. So I think there's a chance that this F3 move, I don't even want to say the words. It's too scary. I'll whisper them. I'm thinking that F3 might even be a professional move. Don't tell anyone I said that. They're going to laugh at me. But it does some very practical things. Oh, but it's so small. Yeah. On the other hand, it does some very practical work. So, could be a horrible move. Could be a brilliant move. Oh, who is this Shygost? He plays such wonderful moves. Wouldn't that be great? Or was he a clown? So this is my attempt to look rationally at the situation. Maybe I failed. I like it. Okay. Black. Yep. You got it. So here black's trying to do something because it knows that it's behind. Nope. Sorry. Capture. Okay. Something's a little bit different now. I have developed serious thickness. So I'm taking a new look at the A group. If I'm only looking at the A group, no. But if I say I'm going to do a splitting attack, if black tries to live, now we're just going to paint a basic picture. Black lives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Black's alive. White's counter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Black always lives in Gote because anytime white thinks he's alive, then white has Sente. Then all of a sudden, wait a minute, how'd that happen? Black's center group got surrounded. Okay. So you can see the imagination. Go is full of imagination. That's how you aim at things and find the direction of play by who's weak, which do I go left or right here? Okay. He plays here. Cut, defend. Sure, go for it. Whatever you do, you can't kill me. Okay. Trying to live. I don't think so. Nope. Nope. Ko. Okay. I got nothing to lose. You can't hurt me. I'm alive on both sides. Flower viewing Ko. Now, I think nowadays they call it the picnic Ko, both terms. I don't know what the last two generations of Go players, the last two generations, I go back 3 generations. The last 2 generations, if they know the story of the flower viewing Ko, but it came from in Japan. There's that boardwalk where all the cherry trees are, and when they get in bloom, people just come to stroll and take in the beauty. And it's the flower viewing. So it's a Ko. Oh, how pleasant. Oh, I just love this. Because it's zero burden, nothing to lose. He has everything to lose. So you're either out on a picnic and a sunny day, or you're viewing the cherry blossoms. It's a pleasant experience. Take. Sure, I'll save. Oh, what do I want? Let's split you in half and kill something. No? Okay, I'll kill this. Oh, I can't let you have that. I'll just play something that I'm losing 2-3 points here, but I'm getting extra co-threats. Yep, co-threat. You got it. Sorry. Oh, save, threatening the kill. Ooh, that'd be a big kill. Capture. What? How big is that? 1.5 points? No, it's actually it's medium big. It's not small. It's small. But just all I need to do is save, and he can't get 2 eyes. I went ahead and took. I don't know why. They're both the same. Oh, yeah. I guess there's no Ko now. So taking's better. Okay. He tries to live, but he can take that stone and still not be alive. So I go back and take his co-threat, and then he resigns. Because even if he plays here, still dead. Computers do that. When they start falling behind, they try anything, and it's usually bad. Okay. I thought there were some interesting perspectives, which is why I showed it. Hopefully, you also found it interesting and maybe learned something. That's the real goal on my part. Okay, guys, thanks a lot. Bye.